You're right there, Mark here, with a brand new series, hopefully, going over the leagues of Votann. Alright, now I will explain the elephant in the room. At this moment in time, they and GW are getting a lot of flack. I will be going over that in the series, but this one here is going to be my first impression of opening up the box and my thought process behind this series. So please join me on this journey as we're opening up the army box for the Leagues of Votann. Alright, so have to admit, the packaging itself is really quite nice. Really nice artwork on there. It genuinely looks sturdy. It is hearty. It's dwarven, alright? I love my dwarves. I am not going to deny it at all. That's why I'm getting into Leagues of Votann. Alright, so in this box set here, you'll get 25 miniatures, your limited edition codex, data cards, transfer sheet, token sheet. So, the contents will have 20 of the Hearthkin warriors. It will have a Carl or the Destined, depending on how you build them. It'll have a champion. I'm going to learn how to pronounce them a bit better. Alright, I'm not the great at pronunciation. And the Pioneers, a set of 3 of them. So it's actually a really good army box set for GW. Alright, I got the Black Templar one when it came out. This, for GW pricing, whether you like it or you don't, this is actually quite a good deal for GW for the amount of content you get in here, with the tokens, with the data cards, with the codex, with the sheer amount of models in here. This is actually, when you upgrade the models and so on and so forth, the units, I've worked it out, I could get about 700 points out of this. Okay? Which I'm really, really pleased about. It's anywhere between 600 to 700, depending on what upgrades and what points you spend here, there, and everywhere. Which is really, really intriguing. I genuinely do like it. But anyway, I've waffled on enough. I need to grab a blade. As you can kind of gather, I am very well set up for this. This is very much a first impression. I'm very excited to actually get this opened up. And excited to get a series going. Now, the series I'm thinking of doing will be a mixture of, let's say, guides on the units, how to paint up said units, as in how I would paint up the glow effect, how I would paint up the sword effect, how I would do the basing and things like that, because everyone's mileage is going to be different, because you may have a different colour scheme. So I'm not going to tell you how to do a colour scheme because it's going to be completely different. Ooh. Okay, I've kept away from any actual unboxings, so this is all... I know the contents, but I don't know the actual box and stuff like that. I genuinely really like that design there. There you go. Get rid of the light glare. That's really, really cool. It sounds silly, may not. I'm tempted to cut that out nice and neat and frame that. That's really, really nice. GW, I will give them their credit. They're really good in the people that they, how do I put it, employ for that artwork. I will give them kudos for that. Is there anything the other side? Ooh, there is. That's the big artwork. So you've got the champion, you've got the land fortress, you've got a citadel, you've got the grim there, you've got the suits, you've got the warriors, you've got the berserkers, you've got the Carl. Okay, I'm going to have to frame that as well. As you can kind of gather, I'm really, really excited about this. So yeah, so the series going forward, I would like to do it similar to how I've done the Votann, this kind of setup here. But when I do a discussion about a particular unit, like Carl's and things like that, I'll need to flip this over. I will have it as a slideshow, as I've done for the Fire Slayers. But any feedback is very, very, very much appreciated. I'm going to definitely cut that down and frame that. I'm really liking that a lot. Yeah. Close, thank you. Yeah, I genuinely like that a lot. Like, a lot. That's really, really nice. Okay. So, let's open up this contents here. So, many of you have already been aware of it, whatever it looks like. So, you have got the Carl here. Are you going to focus? No, you're not. Anyway, you got the Carl here. You got the combi bolter, the Volkite, the sword, the axe, the gauntlet, tactical rock, and you can build in the named character or make your own, which I really, really do like. Then you got the champion, who is turning quite a few heads in the rule, in the meta, and so on and so forth. Even though the meta is always changing, he is turning quite a few heads when you give him the mass hammer and so on and so forth. I just love it that he just charges forward and wrecks face. He is very much... I'm going to look at maybe doing a little bit of conversion work to him. I'm just really, really excited, as you can kind of gather. So, now, do we have... Oh, we have the Pioneers here. So the Pioneers... Oh, it's 3 sprues. They are not identical to my knowledge from what I can see here. So, yeah, they're not identical, which is really nice. But they look chunky. And there's a lot of detail on here. I really do like that. It's genuinely a lot of detail. I'm probably, when I paint them, assemble them, and so on and so forth, I'm going to keep the riders separately. But I'll be going over that in a video. Ooh, let's snap that. Now, let's put that there. We have got the Halfkin Warriors. And it looks like, yeah, they're a set of 3 for every 10. So you've got, looks like, oh, got a bit of fluff in there. So you've got a mixture of heads here. Really, oh, wait a minute, that's really quite cool. There's female heads as well as male heads, as well as old, young heads. Really good, nice mix. Then you've got your different upgrades. I think that's your Medi one. I think that's your Comms one. You got your different weapons. So I think those are your ion weapons and your bolt weapons. I really like that. They got picks and axes. Really, really loving the whole dwarven aesthetic. I really do like that a lot. Then here's the other 2 sprues. So, yeah, you got more of your weapons. Here's your missile launcher by the looks of it. Here's your beam weapon. I really do like that. Oh, here's your Ironkin helmets. So you got 2 Ironkin, 3, 4 Ironkin, 5 Ironkin. Then you have 2 helmeted human heads. That's cool. At least there's plenty of options to have Ironkin galore. Then you have the magma rifle, which a lot of people aren't liking. Then I think the previous one was a plasma. I think that one is the beam weapon. Whichever way, you've got all 4 in here, and you can have 1 for every 5 models in your unit. However, you can't repeat the same ones in every 10. Stops you spamming the most optimal ones, which is good in my opinion. Spice and variety, all good. I like the fact that you actually get your different backs. You got your axe, you got your sword. There must be a gauntlet. Oh, you've even got a tactical shovel. Right, you've even got a shovel up there. There you go. I got it on autofocus, which I need to sort out the camera a little bit better. Yeah. Oh, here's your gauntlet. There you go. That's cool. Yeah, and there's the top of the gauntlet. Really, really do like that a lot, as you can kind of gather. More heads. Yeah, loving that. And then you double that. And then more artwork. Yay. And this is when they're trading with some foreign alien species. I do like that aesthetic of them with the pioneer in the background. And you got them talking in a command center of some sort. They may even be consulting the Votann itself, the cube, the memory cube, the full of knowledge and so on and so forth. In the lore, they're so full of knowledge now that it's running very, very slow. Here's your data cards. I just love the artwork. I really do. Even on the data cards, I genuinely do. Love the logo. Then obviously you got bases. Here's your pioneer ones, your ovals. Then your big bases for your characters and everything else. And then, ooh, you have your transfer sheets. You got 2 sets. So I presume when the actual warriors come out for release, you'll get 1 for every 10. I would assume. That's really quite cool. I really do like. There's a nice mix in here. That I'm going to enjoy those. And then you have got the instructions and you've got the tokens on the back. So I will just quickly open that one. I put the knife away, didn't I? Let's move this out the way because the glare is probably reflecting off the camera a lot, and obviously the glare with this one. I do not want to be damaging the book. So, you can probably gather I'm really excited. So, instructions, army set. I'll be going these through these separately in their own videos. Video on like building the Carl, how I found it, a video on building the champion, videos on the warriors, the usual instructions, very nicely laid out. I will give GW their credit. They know what they're doing. It does help I had an engineering background, so I had to do like instructional sheets, not miniatures, but for assembly, so I can respect really nice clear instructions. Yeah. And it does look like, yep, that, yes and no. The arm is attached there, so you may have a bit of struggle doing the sub-assembly on that. But as I said, I'll hit that hurdle when we get there for future content. But yeah, I'm really excited. Yeah. I'll see how sturdy these connections are, because it looks like, yeah, they're only connected by 1 point. You can see there, if it'll focus. So we shall see. Fingers crossed it should be alright. Last thing I want to do is transport it around and it snaps. Here's the elephant in the room. Grudge tokens. But yeah. I just love the aesthetic. I really do. So you just pop these out. I may, dare I say, I may get some off Etsy, some 3D printed ones. I got an idea for those, so I'll keep that in the pipeline. But yeah, it's just nice that, sounds obvious, but it's nice that they include these tokens, because it is a core mechanic. You want to be able to put the tokens down to obviously indicate who you got a grudge against. The ancestors are watching. This idol is both a reminder that kin must always live up to their ancestors' expectations, and also a reassurance that the ancestors live on in the families of the kin. It can be a battle cry, a warning, or a blessing. That's more the dwarf stuff that I really like. And I know these aren't traditional dwarves. They are humans that have evolved and developed through multiple different means to become the squats, the Votann of Ninth Edition. But I will leave opening this codex for another time. But I am genuinely excited to start cracking on with this box set. So, as I said, I got ideas to go through the book, do guides, do building videos, do painting tutorials, you know, maybe following some of the instructions in here for the plasma, for the blades, the weapons, tattoos, all sorts. So I'm really excited to do that. And any feedback, anything you'd like to see, please comment down below. I'm just genuinely excited. I'm really excited to look more into the crusade mechanics. I do want to do this as a crusade army. It will make it more, to me, feel more of my army for myself and for the channel. I need to figure out a color scheme. So if anyone's got any really cool ideas for color schemes, please comment down below. I would love to know what you're thinking of. But as always, I've taken enough of your time. Very much appreciate you watching through. If you liked the video, like the idea of the series, please like, comment, subscribe so you don't miss out on future content, and share it with your friends who are interested to see how Votann may play, and maybe how you need to play against them, maybe how you need to play with them. And I just want to try and get rid of, hopefully, the stigma of Votann being broken, because at this moment in time they are the new kid on the block. Their mechanics are very strong. I just hope it's not knee-jerk reactions, and that GW won't come down like heavy-handed, like sloppy heavy-handed on these guys. If they need to do a few point tweaks here and there to balance it, fine. But don't kill the mechanics, because I think grudge tokens and things like that, even though they are strong, it is part of the aesthetic of them, and I genuinely do like that. You know, dwarves to me are all about honor, respecting and loving your ancestors, revering them. You know, you do not forget your grudge. You know, you will hold that grudge throughout your ancestry and your, you know, following your line, and they will protect their own kin. They're very loyal. They're not going out there to try and conquer the galaxy or anything like that. They're just going out there to protect their way of life. If you don't, you know, if you're not, you know, underhanded towards them or bad intent, they'll be an ally. They will trade with you, they will support you. But if you come knocking on their door, they'll come knocking back. And that's what I love about this book, and hopefully the lore that they've written in here. But anyway, as I said, I've kept you for long enough. Thank you very much for watching through to the end, and I hope to catch you in the next one. You all have a fantastic rest of your day. Take care.